Hello students, today we are going to discuss about basics of financial accounting. This is the starting of your financial accounting and management subject, in which we will study about what is financial accounting, what is accounting, and what are the limitation advantages of financial accounting, as well as how does it helps in ensuring the protection of business or successful implementation of business, as well as with the help of financial accounting what decisions can be made and who are the users of financial accounting. So let's start with basics of financial accounting. First, let us understand, let's start with the word keyword accounts. I know many of your students are must be studying this topic first time. So I want to start from the very basic, that what is account. Account is basically a statement or a information in which all the records of business has been maintained, all the records of business which are of economic nature, which are of financial monetary nature, are being recorded. Okay, so basically there are five types of account. One is assets, second is liability, equity, reserve, revenue, and expense. So as we all know, in the business, either we buy something that is in our ownership, that we call our assets, then there's something that we need to pay for, then that is our liabilities. Okay, then there's equity. Equity means that the amount that has been put by the owners into the business, जो amount business में owner ने डाला है, that is being called as equity. And the last was revenue and expense, for which the business runs. Revenue, whatever the sale occurred in the business comes is being called as a revenue, as well as for production of those goods and services there are some expenses, there are some costs that a business has to incur, so either direct or indirect, those are all called expenses. So after understanding these five types of account, let us move ahead towards the next topic, that is accounting. So accounting is actually concerned with the use of records are put in their analysis and interpretation. So first of all, we make an account, right, in which all the transaction, like we have purchased some raw material, that will be include mentioned in the accounts. Okay, we have made some payment to our suppliers, or we have provided goods to the retailers, or we have bought some machineries for the production part. So these are the types of transactions. Okay, so these transactions must be done some type of analysis later on, through which a business can analyze uh, that are they doing profit, or they are doing some they are facing some losses. So these all process of analyzing, recording, or interpreting or presenting is called accounting. So basically accounts, what is account? Account is basically the recording of all the statements, and the process of everything that comes into the preparing of account and analyzing those entries are called accounting. For example, sales of product, revenue from services earned, buying products or services, and so on. So after understanding accounting, let us understand in detail the attributes of accounting. So we can classify accounting as it is an art of recording business transactions. How do we record? Everything should be properly segregated, should be maintained into the proper head, so that no problem at occur in the end of the year, because we do maintain record for the whole year, because there are n number of entries that happens on daily basis. So all the transactions should be recorded properly, as well as it is the art of classifying business transactions. After recording, we need to classify them as well, ki in what group, in which type of group they are falling actually. Then the transaction or events of a business must be recorded in a monetary terms. So in basically in accounting, there is no place for non-monetary terms. Everything which can be converted into monetary terms, which are taking place into monetary terms, is only recorded. And it is also an art of summarizing those financial transactions. So first we record, then we classify, then we summarize. Then after summarizing, analysis and interpretation, we pass those results to the users. Who are those users? We will study in future slides, further slides. Now, what is the function of accounting? Why actually we do accounting? Why do we need to do accounting in business? What benefits it give to a owner or manager? So basically the first point is it is a systematic record of business transactions. Okay, it helps us to properly record, systematizely record from uh, making any entry or to the payment, so that there will be proper information of cash and cash flows, as well as availability of raw materials and other thing. Next function is to protecting the property of a business by providing complete information that how much do we pay to the outside party, how much do we have to receive from debtors. These all are information that is being given by the help of accounting. Next is communicating results to the user. Basically, every company, big companies, uh, uh, in big companies, they are very much interest of different types of user. So there are some internal users as well as external users. So internal users, they need these accounting information to determine the demand, to determine the requirement of cash in future, as well as there are some external users like competitors, like investors. So we need to communicate, company need to communicate those results to the users, as well as the last thing is compliance with legal requirements, because according to the Companies Act 1956, government has made mandatory for every company or firm, partnership firms, that they had to disclose the mandatory requirement that is being useful for the decision of any user, as well as from the tax point of view. So all the legal requirements should be fulfilled, and in which this accounting helps. Now after understanding the functions of accounting, we are moving ahead towards understanding who are the users of accounting information. After preparing such accounts, why do we need, for whom do we need this, do we prepare these accounts? So we prepare these accounts for two types of people. We classify it as internal as well as external. In internal, the company peoples are there, like internal are managers, owners, management, as well as other peoples which are working inside the company and who are taking decisions according to the information provided by these accounts. Now there are the other party which is outside the company, for example government, for example public, for example research scholars, for example investors, suppliers, those who need this information for their further decision making or for their research. So these are the two types of people, users, internal and external. For them, information of this accounting has been provided. So this accounting, this financial accounting has to be done. Now after understanding who are the users of financial accounting, we need to understand what are the branches of accounting. So in accounting, that is a main head. Okay, but there are various types of accounting. Specifically, there are three accountings are main. First is financial accounting, second is cost accounting, third is management accounting. So in financial accounting, what we do actually, we maintain all the records. Whatever monetary transactions are taking places, whatever events are taking places, we are maintaining each and every record of those activities. Then what happens in cost accounting? In cost accounting, we analyze what are the different expenses, different costs are occurring at different point of time. For example, labor cost, for example, overhead cost, for example, raw material cost. And then according to the cost, according to the our budget, we set some budgetary controls over them to determine the efficiency of a business, कि whatever we have decided, whatever we have determined, are we able to perform in that level or not. And the last point, last accounting type is management accounting. This is the accounting on which the analysis of reports has been done for decision making taken by the managers, by the board of members, by the owners. So they do the planning for future, that how much demand should be determined, how much production should be done. All these things done with the help of reports of management accounting. So basically the base is financial accounting, which provides all the information that is being required in case of business formulation and analysis. Now, after understanding the branches of accounting, let us understand the advantages of accounting. The first is there is a replacement of memory. It's very easy to understand. As we all know, n number of transactions takes place on daily basis, either at the small level firm or at the large scale firm. So everything cannot be memorized. So it is very much required. So we need to record each and everything on pen and paper, or nowadays on computers to in or financial information system, to maintain all the accounts at centralized level for fast decision making. It also works as a evidence in court. It is helpful for tax purpose to determine how much tax we have to pay. Comparative study can be done between two companies that which is performing better. How much sale of business has been happened, so that we can determine profit or loss, or it also shows the financial position of a business and how it is performing. Assistance to the insolvent and for various parties. So these are basically advantages that is being given with the help of accounting. Now, after understanding the advantages, there are also some limitations is that is there in the case of accounting or financial accounting, we can say. Basically it only records the monetary transaction. So whatever, for example, the transaction that the, for example, owner is himself employing themselves in a business, so that is not being counted because there is no cost that is being taken out. So they are only involving the monetary transactions. Effect of price level change is not considered, because whenever it is being fixed, so whatever the price level changes are there in the market, it is not being considered here in the business in overall, because it is being done at the last year of the day, because it is a summary of 1 year. After one financial year, the analysis has been done. Many a times because of this, there is no realistic information which has been provided. Okay, and there's a personal bias of accountant affects the accounting statement many times, because there is a human involvement. Accountant has to be there to do that accounting statement. So it can depend on understanding of the accountant, that what analysis interpretation they are doing. Okay, and there are different types of treatment, there are different types of method that is being used by people in accounting, like LIFO and FIFO. Like, first we need to enter which we are buying first or which we are buying at last. So these are types of thing that can differ among different companies. The last next two is no real test for managerial performance and historical in nature. Actually, these information that is being recorded in accounts actually occurred. We are not talking about the future in this. We are talking about whatever has been occurred. It has to be written in pen and paper. It has to be written in accounts. So it is kind of historical in nature because of this. And there is a no real test that if accounting has been able to provide, has been able to assist for managerial performance, because that is basically a statement. The decision making is done by only the managers only, or board of members only. So this is the main thing that makes that sets some limitation for this accounting. Though after all these limitations, everyone, every small firm or larger firm, every business need to maintain their records properly, so that they can counter check, so or they can analyze if there is any problem at the end, and whatever and where is their cash is stuck, if they want to know their real position regarding the cash liquidity. So these all are the limitations. So that's all for the basics of accounting. Okay, so I hope you have understood. the meaning, definition, attributes, benefits, advantages, limitations, and types of accounting. Thank you.